Hello, welcome back. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. It's a beta save series. Full version is out now. We will be going and switching to a full version save in the very near future, but we're going to continue with the beta save because we've only just got going. This time last year, when FM come out, I was on furlough. I could record every day and we would hammer away at the first season or first couple of seasons. Unfortunately, I have to work and I have to also do some YouTube stuff as well. So apologies if it's not moving along quite as fast as we hoped, but please stick with it. Give me that thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. It all helps, and add some comments if you will. Let me know what you think. Let me know what sort of things I should be doing in the full save. Otherwise, let's get on with the action, and welcome to Making Tottenham Hot Spurs Again. And welcome to episode 4 of Making Tottenham Hot Spurs Again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games. The first is, well, both of them in the Premier League. The first is against West Ham and the second is against Brentford. So back to proper English League football for this particular episode. If you've not seen the special episode, the European special, where we featured our first two games in the Europa Conference League Group F games, then go back and watch because they are available in the playlist on the channel, so look out for that. Right, with that done, let's have a look and see how we've been getting on since you were last with us, certainly from the first two games of the season. So we'll switch quickly. We are currently 9th, 9 points from our first 4 games. We've got 2 games in hand. It's because we're in European things. I'm not quite sure why some of these things, but we have 3 games in hand over the likes of Liverpool, Burnley, Newcastle. So potentially with another 9 points would take us to 18. We could be tucked up here somewhere. As I say, we do have 2 games in hand over some of these teams. So hopefully we'll be in this European places by the end of today's episode, or certainly as close as. Let's have a look and see what's been going on. You were last with us in the proper episodes for the Crystal Palace Southampton game. Again, 2 games we won, 2-0 and 4-1. Of course, we played Fiera, 2 games in 1 episode, won one of those and lost one of those. Since then, we played Manchester United, lost 2-0. Ronaldo doing the damage in this one. Annoying little person that he is. Cristiano Ronaldo, 76 and 90. Or 2 minutes, 92 minutes, 2 minutes into injury time, and we'd held out until then, but we really didn't have a great deal to throw out of the mate shots. Only 1 on target against their 15 and 8. So defence hung out until that point, but then submerged with great gusto. But having said that, since we lost those 2 games on the trot in the Europa League, Europa Conference League, and the Premier Division, we have actually carried on win. You will have seen, again, from the Europe Special 1 episode, a 5-0 win against Ammonia and a 3-1 win against Sparta Prague. If you haven't seen it, as I say, go back and watch it. And then also in domestic football, we've beat Barrow by 8-0. 8-0. Harry Kane getting 4 of those goals. Son getting 2, and then Dele Alli and Bergwijn had 1 cancelled out, I think. Dele Alli, did he get 1? Harry Kane, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and Diboli getting the other one. So it could have been 9-0, but we romped there. 38 shots, 21 on target. Quite a resounding victory in the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. We have actually drawn Leeds in the next round of the Carabao Cup when it comes round to there. Everton in the Premier League. A 3-0 win. Good win this. Goals from Lo Celso, who scored 2, and Lucas Moura. Really, after they had their player sent off on 78 minutes, that was pretty much the end of it, really. 19 shots, 6 on target. So we were the better side by far. And all in all, a good win, which leaves us in the table as we have mentioned. As I say, hopefully, we'll with the games in hand, we will progress just on those teams that are 6. In fact, we got 4 games over Manchester United. So even if we were to get 6 on that, it's 15. That would take us up to about 3rd as it currently stands. That's just so that we're level games to everybody else. That's pretty much where we could hope to be once all the games level up a little bit. Aston Villa and Wolves have kicked off early. They're currently 0-0. Let's go through to the team that is going to play against West Ham in this first game of our episode. West Ham currently in 7th place. And this is the team that we're putting out against West Ham. Castells in goal. Regulian, Romero, Sewell and Emerson Royal is our defensive line, with Winks and Holberg in front of them. Son, Ali and Lucas Moura are attacking midfield, with Kane as the lone striker. Kalina, Sanchez, Dyer, Bergwijn, Davis, Dembele, Clark, Doherty and Skip are all on the bench. We're just doing a final check just to check. We're going to turn Dele Alli into attacking midfielder just because we can. Just checking that. That's interesting. We could have attacking midfielder. That'll be a better. Holberg is better as a box-to-box midfielder, maybe, or a ball-winning midfielder. Let's put him on a ball-winning. Winks. No, he's okay as he is. Right, just checking all those things out. Should have done that before, really, but it's interesting to watch sometimes if you're playing your own games and not sure what to do and things like that. Anyway, we're moving swiftly on. The game will commence very shortly, and we'll be right back with the first half. And you come and join us as the teams are out for this match against West Ham United at the City of London Stadium, formerly the Olympic Stadium, and that ball launched forward, but Sewell is there. Hodgberg, Romero, Sewell, Dele Alli, Lucas Moura, and he's given the ball away, but he managed to get a foot in. Kane gets it to Son, and he whacks that so hard. The goalkeeper got it, but it just seemed to elude him. I'd like to see that again on the highlights. Here we go. Dele Alli, Lucas Moura, Kane, out to Son. Oh, in fact, I don't know that the goalkeeper did get it. I thought he'd actually sort of managed to try and get it, but it'd gone through his hands. But anyway, either way, that's a fairly good start. Ball comes forward. So West Ham obviously had an attack and was cut out. Emerson Royal there made a mistake. It's gone backwards instead of forwards. But West Ham get a cross in and the ball's loose. And Alvarez gets on the ball. That was poor. Mistake from Emerson Royal. And he actually missed that header then as well. But Romero dropped the ball. Not dropped the ball, but managed to stifle the first one, and then Alvarez was there to poke it home, and that's not good. To buck our ideas up, we had moved up to 6th, We're back down there again. Alvarez with a free kick. Ooh, that's gone over. Looked like Castiles had saved it, but he did actually get it through. Gone past the half-hour mark. I think we're going to drop them a little bit of encouragement because they're not having the best of games at the minute. And I'm tempted to change Dele Alli from a shadow striker, and I'm tempted to put him back as a shadow striker. As we head in towards half time, West Ham without Reguilón tidies up. Back to Romero, who's picked up a yellow card, I notice. Saul, Holzberg, through to Dele Alli. Dele Alli finds Lucas Moura, finds Kane, who wasn't going to miss, tucks that away. 11th goal of the season. And Harry Kane, being Harry Kane. Brentford 3-1 up against Leicester. The team that we're going to play in the second game of this episode, but puts us back in front 2-1. Romero to Saul as we build again. Dele Alli back to Saul. Saul looking for Lucas Moura, finds him. He's got two people on here. Emerson Royal, he's gone out, but I ain't quite sure what he did. He lost control of that ball, and then not a particularly good ball either at the end. But that's in the back of the net, and it's Reguilón who was lurking on the edge of the area, waiting for something, and it came to him, and he parked it in the corner of the goal. There he is, Emerson Royal. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. Son tied it up. Winks just put it back into the path of Reguilón, and the cluster of players there, and it went straight through. And 3-1 as we get to half time. Well, as you'll see, for 2/3 of that we weren't really in it, but did come back in it towards the end. 5 shots, 4 on target, 0.38, 63% possession against West Ham's 3 shots, 1 on target, which was the goal, I presume. 0.31 and 37% of the possession. We just need to build on that for the second half. And as you come back and join us, Alvarez gets us underway for West Ham. Back to Declan Rice, and we're up and running. Dawson to Souček, Zuma, Rice, Ogbonna, Vilasic, and that's gone through. Castiles clearing that. I'm not sure if he thought that was a back pass. I don't think it was a back pass, but he got rid of it all the same. Kane missing that one. And a free kick to Tottenham. Heinsberg and Vilasic getting rid of that. Reguilón, Son, long cross looking for Lucas Moura. Didn't quite get the defender, did well, and that's the end of the highlight. Moved up into 6th place as it currently stands. Still got a couple of games on the teams above us. West Ham have made a substitution. Johnson for Masuna. In fact, they've made 2 now. Always press Alvarez. We're just going to go in here with an hour on the clock. A couple of changes there. Gerard Brown is a top scorer. He's come off. I'm thinking we should put him on the weaker foot. And we're going to mark him tightly. Right. Just to make sure. And they've made their 3rd change. Rice going off, Noble coming on. In midfield. Which is interesting because Noble looks so tired. Look, already. So with 70 minutes on the clock, I think it's probably time for us to just have a little bit of a nose round, see what's doing. Dele Alli's not having a good game. We'll perhaps bring Dembele on for him in that central midfield role. does he prefer? Now he's more of a shadow striker. I'll leave it as that, I think. Otherwise, not really anybody. Just more tiredness, and Lucas Moura is probably the most tired of all. I think I'm gonna just ride it out for another few minutes, and have faith in you. Get out there and make a difference. Right, get on. Emerson Royal cutting that out. Moura, Sewell, Royal, Sewell looking for a way out. Hodgberg, but he's given the ball away. And they're in here. Alvarez should have put that one away, but Castiles, it was a bit of a tame shot, and Castiles got down to it very, very well. Right, Son is now tired. There are a number of players that are getting quite tired here. So Min-Son, and we'll bring Bergwijn on for him. And for a final change, have we got a player? Yeah, Matt Doherty, come on for Emerson Royal, who's not been having a great game, it has to be said. Get out there and make a difference, the pair of you. And Romero with the free kick. He's got it to Winks. Winks inside to Kane. Kane to Lucas Moura. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. And right, time to drop a bit of praise, I think, to try and keep them going to the end of the game. Very tired legs out there now. Winks, Dembele looking for Bergwijn, who is one of the new players. Got a little bit of speed on him. Crosses that ball, but it's nobody there, and now we're in trouble. Alvarez, Sewell trying to get across to him and keeping him at bay at the minute, but Alvarez cuts it back. Bergwijn should have been on the end of that, and it's a headed goal from Visic. 3-2. We're going to have to be careful we don't concede and throw this away. Alvarez is stopped in his tracks, but he managed to get it back to Dawson. Dawson then crossing it in, and Romero was beaten in the air. And we've conceded a second there, which is not good. And we have managed to hold out. 3-2 win in the end. And, well, they had 10 shots, 3 on target. We had 8 and 4. Actually, they were better than us come the end. We didn't really do a lot the second half, did we? At all, in getting ourselves in front. It was only the fact, I think, that we had the majority of the possession that actually gave us the win. But it's a win nonetheless. We will take the win. Right, nice work, everyone. That was good. I think we'll just do a quick nod to the likes of Harry Kane. Thought you did well today. And also to Reguilon. Right, that's what we're dropping. And that, we just really want to have you've been on a good run lately, but that was something else. Yeah. Were you always confident despite moments where it looked far from comfortable? I thought we did well. Do you think early goal was important? I think, yeah. Right, so where does that leave us? That leaves us 6th. As I say, still a couple of games in hand over the likes of Burnley and Newcastle. Manchester City, we've got 1 game in hand, but we can pass them if we win that game in hand, which will put us in 3rd as it currently stands. And we still then have a game over Aston Villa, which again, if we can win that one, that will then put us, I think, where are we? 3, 15, it'll put us 18 points, just put us in 2nd place. But it's a good start to the episode. Brentford will come up next, and they have beaten Leicester by 4 goals to 1. That player there, Brian Mbombo, that's right, has scored a hat-trick, so we're going to have to keep one eye on him in the second game of this episode. We'll be back with that second game against Brentford. And here is the team that's going to play Brentford in the second game of our episode. Castiles in goal, Regulion, Dyer, Sewell and Emerson Royal in defence. Dyer comes in because we have an injury, and I can't remember who we've got an injury to now, but we have an injury in the defensive line here. Lo Celso and Dembele in central midfield, Son, Ali and Lucas Moura in attacking midfield with Kane up front. On the bench, Galini, Tanganga, who is coming back from injury, would normally slot into this defensive line, but he's only just coming back from injury, so we need to be a little bit protective of him right at the moment, but he's there if we so require him. Winks, Bergwijn, Davis, Sessegnon, Gill, Rodon and Holsberg are our bench for this one. Well, let's go through and see how we can get on in the first half. And as you join us, the teams are out on the pitch for this one at the Brentford Community Stadium. A brand new stadium, of course, for them. And they have the early skirmishes. Right, I thought we had him marked, Ivan Toney. Somebody's turned that off. Right, let's sort this out again. Norgard. Right, let's do that for the moment. Right, we've moved up to 5th. I presume that's because whatever else is going on. There are other games going on today, which means that we will still have games in hand over quite a few of the teams around us. Man UFC or Manchester United are 2 goals up. Regulion has picked up a yellow card. Canos with the corner, and it's headed over the top by Zanicki. Leeds got one up against Brighton. All the scores going on around and about. Drop down to 6th again as it stands. Johnson to Henry. Ball coming forward. They're moving the ball very and this is the danger man. Mabumi, I can't pronounce his name. Mabubu. And they're moving this ball around very, very quickly. Agjar is loose on the outside, and that was a good save by Castiles. And we've managed to clear the ball. Half time is upon us, 0-0. And they've had 9 shots, 4 of which are on target against our 5 and 4. Slightly better XG than us. We just have the edge in possession. We'll be back with the second half. And as you come back, Brentford get the game underway. No changes that I'm aware of at half time. Castiles kicks the ball out. Dyer, Lo Celso, back to Dyer, back to Castiles. Castiles launches one way too far in front, but Kane manages to get Dembele out to Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura and Henry cuts out the cross. And it goes for a corner. Lo Celso now with the corner. It's in, but headed clear. Lucas Moura will tidy up. He's casually going out to that. Sewell, and he's been tackled and manhandled. Sewell again. Emerson Royal. Lucas Moura. Can he get across in this time? No. Back to Emerson Royal, but it was end of the highlight. Right. Been a bit positive, and maybe they're just getting us. Gonna look for a way in here. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do it. Brentford manning up to us. I'm thinking let's change Dele Alli to that shadow striker again. Just see if that does the business. I think we might be suffering from a little bit of international headache here. let's drop a bit of encouragement to the players. See if we can get in here. Son not having a good game out of that side. Canos with the corner. Oh, cleared off the line by Emerson Royal. I think Castile saved it, but it really was not brilliant. Saul heads it down for Dele Alli to Kane, who finds Lucas Moura in space, and he's crossed it in. And Son is coming in. Nobody there, but Son was, and Brentford caught napping there. We'll see it again. Kane, lovely through ball to Lucas Moura, who ate up the ground, and all he did was just pass it straight across the goal, and Son was coming in. And 1-0, 66 minutes on the clock. Harry Kane is tired, and I think, again, as I say, the internationals are having their toll here. So Harry Kane will come off. He's not had a good game either. Bergwijn is going to go on up front. And do we have anybody else that is tired as well? I'm going to wait and see at this stage. They have a free kick. Canos, Reglan, heads clear. Dumboli comes away with the ball inside to Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura, he's got round his man. He's in there again. It's Son looking for his second. And Fernandes saves it on the line. On board, forward, Emerson Royal heads it down. Lucas Moura again. Lucas Moura's having a great game, and he's been pulled down in the penalty area. Referee says, I'm going to check VAR. And off he trots. He's come back. Decision is made, and it is a penalty. It is a penalty. Failed in the area. And Lucas Moura running rings around Brentford at the minute. And a yellow card for Roslev. So, Dele Alli. And the goalkeeper nearly saved that, but it's a goal. 6th goal of the season. And we go 2-0 up. Struck it straight down the middle, and Fernandes must have struck it hard because Fernandes could not hold on to it. Son is now tired, so he will be the next one off. Brian Gill on for him. And very well done. I didn't realise Johansson got sent off there. And Roslev picked up a yellow card as well. I'm not quite sure. Was that the change? I think it was Johansson that got the second yellow card and was sent off. Right, who's not been playing particularly well? Needs a rest. Reguilon might change La Kelso. Have we got anybody that can come on for him? Harry Winks. So that is our final change. Get out there and make a difference. Gil, La Kelso and Ivan Toney, but cut out by Saul to Bergwijn. Bergwijn comes on a run inside to Dele Alli to Brian Gill, but it's gone all over the place really. It didn't do, and Fernandes has the ball in his arms to Pinnock. Back to Fernandes, and it's Reguilon heads it down to Gill. Bergwijn looking to get away, but didn't manage it in the end, and change comes in now. Winks on for La Kelso, and we're going to praise the team. Roslev crosses it in for Mabumbo, and he has got one back. 2 minutes into injury, 3 minutes into injury time, and he got a bit of space there in defence. Defenders missing him, and he got away, but we've managed to see it out to the end. And not the best of our games. 12 shots, 8 on target, 2.48 XG, 51% possession. We did actually come back into it. As you'll see, we weren't performing particularly well, and then did actually come back as time progressed. 18 shots, 9 on target for Brentford, 49% possession. But we've managed to get 2 wins out of the episode, which was very good. Outstretched arms, very happy with the result, despite not being at our best. That's what matters most. Individually, I think Son, proud of your performance today. You earned some rest. Castiles, you did very well today. Congratulations. And I think that is that. How much longer do you believe this unbeaten run will continue? No one has a crystal ball peer into and tell us our fate. The next result and continuing run is up to us. Is there a danger that players become complacent? No, I think they're a fantastic group of players. So how do we line up? After those couple of games, we are fourth. We still have 2 games in hand over the people around us, with 6 points available to us. Liverpool have played, and I'm guessing have lost. They have lost 3-0 to West Ham. So West Ham have done us a huge favour there, because if we win both our games in hand, we will actually be top of the table by 2 clear points as it currently stands. Man U FC have actually played 1 more than us, and they're below us. So we are definitely going in the right direction, boys and girls. Let's have a look and see what we're coming back. We will have another European special, so watch out for that. That'll be featuring Sturm Graz, both home and away legs of that. And then episode 5 will be Watford and Leicester, 2 Premier League games in our next round, and we'll see if we progress to the 5th round of the Carabao Cup. But Watford and Leicester in our next episode of Domestic Football, episode 5. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this particular series. And when we announce and launch our full FM22 save, then it will all be announced and you'll be able to see it on this particular channel. New episodes of Making Tottenham Hotspurs again are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening, new episodes and new series and so on and so forth, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2, if you don't mind. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episodes. Episode 2 of our European special should be out on Monday, followed on Thursday by episode 5 of this, Making Tottenham Hotspurs again. We'll be back soon. Until then, goodbye.